Hello, and welcome to Dale's Advice for Beginning Mountaineers. I am Dale Eichmeyer, and this is episode 6, where we're going to be discussing insoles. Now, some of you may be wondering, why discuss insoles? Well, a lot of the literature for backpacking, hiking, and mountain climbing suggests that you toss out your factory insoles and replace them with aftermarket insoles. The reason being, in the manufacturing process, insoles are really kind of an afterthought because, who buys a boot or shoe for the comfort of the insole? And the original intent of insoles was really just to cover seams from the manufacturing process. So you probably want cushiony, comfortable insoles, but your feet want support and structure. And my advice is listen to your feet. So you pull out your factory insoles, and how do you know whether or not they have that support and structure? Well, you do what I call the pinch test. Just take the heel cup, and if you can collapse it, there's not much support or structure there. The same with the arch. So this insole has cushion, but it has no support. So it goes into the toss pile. Here's another example. This is actually from my Scarpa climbing boots. You would think would have a higher quality insole, but it also fails the pinch test on the heel cup, and the arch is the same. So I would toss this. Here's another factory insole. This is from my relatively inexpensive Merrells, but the heel cup is not collapsing. Neither is the arch. So this is a keeper. But if you did have your factory insoles fail the pinch test, what do you replace them with? Well, there's a couple options. And again, you want to go for structure and support. So I avoid the cushiony little insoles that you find at the grocery store. This is a Superfeet insole. It's the Trailblazer version. You can see it has a fairly deep heel cup, for support. It is passing that pinch test. And I am really squeezing down. It's not collapsing. So I can tell you the arch is going to pass also. Okay, so this passes the test. Here's another one. It's from Forum Insoles. Pinch test, pass. The arch, pinch test, it's a pass also. This is a regular Dr. Soles insole. I want to show you the bottom. You can see it has this plastic support structure here for the arch. So I know the arch is going to pass. But you look on here that the plastic support does not go all the way around. So it fails the heel cup test. And I show this one because it's kind of a universal size. It doesn't have all the toes up. So if you have a boot where your toes are squeezed in the toe box, this kind of 3/4 insole where it tapers down by the toes might be something you want to consider, although the heel's not as great, but the arch is. Some of the attributes of this Superfeet is this size. This particular one is a size 9.5 to 11. Now that's quite a spread. So it would require some fine tuning to fit you, and you take the factory insole and use that as a template and cut it down to fit your shoe or boot. Superfeet also asks if you have a high, low, or medium arch. It helps to know before, and you can go to the Dr. Soles little machine and stand on it. It'll tell you what your arch is. If you don't know, generally you're medium, because people with high or low arches have discovered that through life's experience. The Form insole The sizing is more precise. This is a 9 and 9.5. Then there'll be a 10 and a 10.5. You don't have to worry about what your arch is, because what they do is they have you put this in the oven at about 160 degrees for a certain amount of time. The instructions come with it. And it'll heat up and soften the material. And then you take this insole, put it in your boot, and put the boot on. And as it cools, it'll shape to your feet. So that's a pretty nice feature. All of these aftermarket insoles, including the Dr. Soles, they're going to run you between $45 and $55. That may seem pricey, but your feet will probably appreciate you having the good insole versus the inexpensive factory insole. So I hope this was useful. And if you like this sort of advice, please subscribe to Dale's Advice to Beginning Mountaineers. And good climbing. Thank you.